Hello everyone, welcome back to Final Fantasy X. Today we're starting something a little different, a brand new mini-series focused entirely on Blitzball. That's right, we're taking a break from saving Spira to hit the spear pool, draft a team, and see if we can dominate the league. Each Blitzball episode will track our wins, losses, big plays, and of course, how the team grows along the way. Think of it like our own little season inside the playthrough. So grab your jersey, get hyped, and let's kick off our Blitzball journey. Alright, let's jump into Final Fantasy X. Alright, I already got a save out here where I've been playing Final Fantasy X on my own, free time. So I'm going to dive into that one. Because this is just going to be for Blitzball anyway, mainly. Alright, so this is basically episode 0 of the Blitzball series that we're going to be doing here. Pretty much is this series, this episode, we're just going to get a feel for things. Maybe, dive into some tutorials and, go from there. So, pretty much we're going to dive into the tutorial today and run through some of that stuff. That way, I know the basics, you know the basics, because this is honestly a series or a mini game that I haven't played a lot of. I've done some of it, like I've played the regular, Blitzball tournament in the game, like the one you have to play. I've done that. I won it in this playthrough. I've won it, so we got the jet shot and all that. So, anyway, movement.
In Blitzball, there are 5 players per team in the spear pool.
The overhead map shows all players' current positions and the direction each is facing. Here, only one team is shown on the field. Okay. Titus is carrying the ball now. Yep. The ball carrier is displayed as a circled arrow on the map. Got it? Now let's watch the player move. Okay. So this is on auto. You can flip it to manual, which we'll probably be doing a lot of during the playthrough. It may seem confusing at first, but it's actually quite simple. By default, player movement is set to auto. I just said that. So everyone moves around the pool automatically. Use the overhead map to check the players' positions. The triangular frame inside the red circle is the opposite team's goal. That don't really look red. It looks orange, but fair enough. Here it is. The goal is always on the left-hand side of the overhead map. Let's resume. Try to keep track of your position in relation to the goal. Alright. We might break this down into sections. This might be like episode 0, and the next one might be like episode 0.1. Because this is going to be a lot of information, I think. Because this is actually a lot here. I mean, this is the most simple one anyway. Next, let's try moving the ball carrier manually. Okay. Press triangle. Flip to manual A. Now you've enabled manual movement. Press up, down, left, or right to move the player manually. So we can do that with the directional pad, but I prefer to use the stick, so I will be using the analog stick for that. Or, if y'all want, y'all can use the D-pad, but I'm using the analog stick. Anyway, we've done that part. Alright, now what?
Only the ball carrier can be moved manually. All other players stay on auto.
Wait a minute. Note that it becomes harder to manage your teammates while manually controlling the carrier. This mode is recommended for veteran blitzers. Press triangle again, go back to auto. Now you're back on auto movement. Okay. Try switching between manual and auto to get a feel for both modes. Yeah. I mean, they seem to move fairly well. Let's go back to auto and see what happens. They do move better. Your teammates move better when auto, but We're probably going to use manual. In manual A mode, the direction of movement corresponds to the overhead map. Left direction moves the player towards the opposite team's goal. Right direction towards your opponent's team's goal. Okay. In addition to manual A, there is also a mode called manual B. Stick with auto movement for now. Okay. Movement modes are only applicable when you're on offense. When you're on defense, your entire team moves on autos. That's probably for best. Summary 1. Use the overhead map to keep track of players. Change movement modes with triangle. Players move automatically when on defense. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. In order to make a player perform an action, you must choose an action command. You can open the action command window by pressing square. Okay. Press square now. Okay. The game pauses while the action command window is open, so you have ample time to think about your next move. The game pauses while the action command window is open, so you have ample time to think about your next move. So your action commands are pass, shoot, and dribble. Titus has 0 HP right now. I don't know why. 9 energy and 5 pass. I'm assuming that's what that is. So pass is the PA is used for pass, and energy is used for shooting, I think. So let's hit dribble. There are 3 available commands: pass, shoot, and dribble. Dribble simply makes the player resume movement. Pass and shoot are the most important commands, obviously. Summary 2. Press square, open the action command window. The 3 commands are pass, shoot, and dribble. Dribble simply makes the player resume movement. It's a pretty simple breakdown so far, so let's just keep blowing through this. Now, let's take a look at passing. Press square. Alright, square. Hit pass command. Alright, we can pass it to Dado, Letty, Jasu, and Bada.
Select the receiver for your pass. His stats are shown at the top right.
So looking at stats, we would want to probably get it to... I would probably pass it to Jasu because his attack and his pass is very high. Shoot's low, but that means, you know, he's midfield, so we could work our way back and get it to Titus or somebody with higher shooting. Alright, your pass is complete, and now Jasu has the ball. I think that's how you say his name. Stats determine the outcome. Take a look at the number shown next to PA. Yep, 10. That number, 10, represents Jasu's passing accuracy. Oh, okay, passing accuracy. Got it. Makes more sense now. Let's pass the ball back to Titus. Open the command window by pressing square. Okay, press square, pass, Titus. Alright. See the number counting down slowly. Jasu's pass. Okay. Did you notice the gradual decrease in PA? Yep, I did. The friction of the water causes the passes PA to gradually decrease. If the PA reaches 0, the pass becomes uncatchable. Not good, Bob. Not good. Now, let's watch Titus throw a bad pass. We'll set his PA to 3. Okay. Press square, pass the ball. Keep an eye on Titus's PA, now at 3. Okay. We're going to throw it to Dado, or whatever his name is. Titus throws a pass. The PA is now empty.
So as you can see, Titus throws a pass, but it runs out of gas before reaching Dado, and it gets fumbled. When a pass fails, the ball becomes loose. A loose ball can be claimed by anyone. Therefore, a player with high PA can successfully throw longer passes.
Likewise, a player with a low PA often throws bad passes, giving the other team a chance at the ball. Alright. Summary 3. PA represents pass accuracy. Each pass loses PA the further it travels. Once PA reaches 0, the pass becomes uncatchable. Alright, so we're on shooting now. Let's jump into the shooting. Now let's look at how to shoot. Shooting is very similar to passing. A player's shooting accuracy is displayed as a SH. Check Titus's SH now at 10. Okay. A shot loses SH as it travels through the water, just as a pass loses PA. Okay. A shot that reaches the goal with SH or of at least one will score. If a shot's SH is depleted, it will fail. A goalkeeper defends the goal from Titus's shot. Let's do it. Open the command window and press square. Okay. Let's go to shoot. Once you select shoot, the goalkeeper's stats appear beneath yours. So he's got your teammate's stats are displayed on a blue background. The opponent's team stats are displayed on a red background. Okay. CA represents the goalkeeper's ability to catch incoming shots. So he has 8 catch, I have 10 shots. So I need to be really close because that's going to drop pretty quick, I think. In this example, Randy's? How the hell you say his name? Roddy's? I'm going to say Roddy. Roddy. I don't know. Roddy's goalkeeping ability is shown as 8. Let's resume. Keep an eye on the shot's SH as it decreases. Okay. And it gets blocked. Check Titus's SH now. Yep, 8. Since the shot lost some SH as it travels through the water, it is currently at 8. Here, we take the shot's SH and subtract the goalkeeper's CA. If no SH remains, then the shot fails. Beware that the actual CA applied here is randomized, ranging from 50 to 150% of the goalie's current CA. Here the goalkeeper has a CA of 8, so the actual amount subtracted may vary from 4 to 12. So let's see whether the shot's SH score will remain above 0. The shot failed because its SH hit 0. Now let's try scoring a goal. Switch to manual movement, swim closer to the goal, and try shooting from there. Okay. Let's switch from, oh crap. Press triangle to switch from the other one. I didn't mean to do that. I'm not close enough. Oh, I guess I was close enough. Nice. The shot was successful because SH is at 6. Summary 4. SH represents shooting accuracy. Each shot loses SH. The further it travels, the goalie's CA is subtracted from SH. If final SH is less than or equal to 0, the shot fails. Alright, we are moving on along. Using HP. Alright, here we go. In Blitzball, players expend HP to perform actions. Think of HP here as stamina, because players remain conscious even if their HP drops to 0. The first thing to remember is that whoever has the ball steadily loses HP while carrying it through the water. Watch how Titus's HP falls from 100 as he carries the ball. Well, as you can see, HP decreases when the ball is carried. Shooting and passing also consumes HP. Let's take a look.
Select shoot. Each shot consumes 10 HP. Watch closely as Titus loses 10 HP.
As you can see, his HP decreases from 26 to 16. In Blitzball, all actions require HP. Now, let's see what happens when HP runs low. Player can still shoot even if their HP falls below 10. But when they do, their shots are only half as effective. So if it gets below there, then you go to shoot. It says, whenever HP is too low, the commands are highlighted blue. Also note that SH is reduced from 10 to 5. Ah, it is. That's not good. Summary 5. Carrying the ball consumes HP. Players regain HP rid of the ball. Passing and shooting requires HP. Insufficient HP reduces PA and SH by half. Alright, so that was using HP. We're going on to encounters. Alright, let's
An encounter occurs when opposing players come into contact with the ball carrier.
If you are the ball carrier, the action command menu will open. You must then decide on a course of action in the face of opposing players. For now, select no break, which we'll explain breakthroughs later. Alright, we'll hit no break. Bickerson stands in Titus's way. His stats are displayed at the top right. Okay. Action command. Next action command window appears. Select pass for now. Okay, we'll hit pass. Normally, the ball is thrown here. It would lose PA as it travels through the water. In an encounter, opposing players try to block your passes and shots. BL represents a player's skill at blocking. Here, Bickerson's blocking stat. The pass loses an amount of PA equal to Bickerson's BL. The actual calculation is slightly randomized. If PA falls to 0 or less, the ball is intercepted by the opposing player. In this example, PA is 10 and BL is 2. The estimated result is 10 minus 2 equals 8. As long as PA is at least 1, the pass goes through. Once through, the pass continues to expend PA. Continues to expend PA as it travels towards its intended receiver. Watch PA closely as we resume play. Okay, got blocked. It's counting down. Still got it though. The defender reduced the PA of the pass when he got a hand on it. Okay. Now let's see what happens when the defender BL stat is much higher. Okay, cool. Let's do it. 18. Good God. Alright, so we go to no break. Pass. This time his BL is 18. Alright, let's see what we got here. And he blocked it. The defender's high BL reduced the PA of the pass to 0, resulting in a turnover. We don't want that. Some encounters include multiple defenders. Let's see how that works. Okay. Bickerson and Abus block your way. Their stats are shown at the top right. Bickerson BL is 4 and Abus BL is 2. Okay. 10 minus 4 plus 2 is 6 equals 4. But since the results are slightly randomized, it won't necessarily equal 4. So we pass. We're going to pass to Dado again. And it didn't get blocked. Okay. The passes PA stayed above 0, so the pass was complete. Yep. Now, let's try shooting a goal. Alright, no break. Shoot. When you attempt to shoot, the goalkeeper also comes in. So you're now facing 3 opponents. Subtract the stats shown beneath SH from its current value of 10 to determine whether the shot scores. It's not going to. Summary 6. Defenders try to enforce encounters, to block shots and passes. BL reduces effective PA and SH. Multiple defenders combine their BL. Alright, that was encounters. Now we're going to go breakthroughs. We're almost done, so we're going to just keep rolling because we're only technically about 25 minutes in. We'll look at breakthroughs in this section. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. 3 guys and a goalie. You encountered 3 opponents. You encountered 3 opposing players. PA represents pass accuracy. Here, the player's PA stat is 17. The defender's blocking stats appear beneath PA. The result of 17 minus 11, 5, and 3 is less than 0, so any attempt at passing will surely fail. Let's try a breakthrough here. The ball carrier will try to shake off defenders by breaking through their tackles. If he withstands their tackles, the breakthrough succeeds and fewer defenders remain. Let's try breaking through Grav. Keep an eye on Grav's AT during the breakthrough. Okay. So we're going to break through him. He's got 7. Okay. You decided to break through Grav before making your next move. Now Grav will tackle Titus. If Titus can't withstand the tackle, he'll give up the ball. It takes endurance, EN, to withstand tackles. Right now, Titus's EN is 11. AT tells us how hard a tackle will hit. This defender's AT is 7. Subtract AT from EN to determine the outcome of a tackle. If EN is reduced to 0, then the tackler steals the ball. There's a lot of math in this game. Nobody told me there was going to be math. Watch EN closely. What was I going to do? Pass? I guess pass. Alright, that was good. Titus endured the tackle and broke through Grav. The breakthrough was a success. Only 2 defenders remain in the way. Look at the stats shown underneath PA. Since Grav is out of the picture, he can't block passes anymore. The math is now 17 minus 5 plus 3. Completing a pass should be much easier now. Breakthrough as many defenders as you can to complete more passes and score more goals. Summary 7. Expect tackles when breaking through. AT represents each tackle's strength. EN is the ball carrier's endurance. EN minus AT decide the outcome of each tackle. Shots and passes are easy after breakthrough. Tech copy. Okay, let's learn about this. This is something I don't know. I like some of the other stuff I knew, but this one here is something I'm not sure about. Players can learn techniques from their opponents. This is called tech copy. First, have one of your players mark an opponent who knows a desired technique. Now that players will keep an eye on that opponent in order to learn his technique. Select break to Bickerson here. Okay. Tech copy appears at the top of the screen when a player uses a technique during a game. This indicates a window of opportunity to learn that technique. Press X at the right time in order to learn it. Let's try it now, okay? I'm just going to hit pass. Select dribble for now on. Oh, for now, sorry. The technique venom tech copy. So I press X when that blue pops up, I guess. Tech copy failed. Just remember that the player who learns the technique is not necessarily the one it is used against. Players who have marked that opponent are the ones who learn his technique. If multiple players have marked him, only one will learn at any one time. Okay. Your player may have trouble learning techniques, though, if they are of lower level than their respective targets. Once you learn a new technique, you can equip it at halftime or at the start of the next match. Okay. Mark opponent to learn their techniques. Press X when tech copy appears. Tech copy fails if opponent's level is too high. So I didn't see tech copy appear. Let's look at that one more time. We're not going to read all that crap. We're just going to skip through it. We just want to see how this works exactly. Okay. Breakthrough. Tech copy appears at the top of the screen when a player uses a technique during a game. Okay. We'll just, oh shoot. I meant to hit dribble. Technique. Oh, okay. So you press X when that little blue and white tech copy pops up there. Got it. Okay, so that's how we do it. Alright, guys. Y'all got that right? Because we did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah. Okay. Stats. We know pretty much all the stats. We've just been learning about them. HP. Spent when carrying the ball. Spent when shooting and passing. Recovers when moving without the ball. PA and SH are halved when HP is too low. EN. Endurance. Ability to withstand tackles. Opposing stat. AT. Okay. PA. Passing accuracy. Higher PA enables longer passes. Opposing stat. BL. Okay. SH. Shooting skill. Higher SH enables longer shots. Opposing stat. BL and CA. AT. Attack strength of tackles. Opposing stat. EN. BL. Skill at blocking shots and passes. Opposing stats. PA. SH. CA. Goalie skill at catching shots. Opposing stats. SH. Okay, that was pretty quick. Only got 3 more to look at. Status alignment. Poison. Oh, status ailments. I believe that's what that said. I'm sorry. Poison. Accelerates the loss of HP while the player has the ball. Poisoned players do not recover HP even when rid of the ball. In time, poison runs its course. Poison also disables techniques. Shooting techs are lost first, followed by tackle techs and passing techs if the poison effects are stacked with pile venom. Alright, next ailment is sleep. A player becomes unable to act. When put to sleep, the player will wake after a while or when he is hit by the ball. Okay. Wither reduces a single stat by half. The effect wears off over time. Alright, that's pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple. Last 2 to do. Techniques. You can learn Blitzball techniques by tech copying them from opposing players or by using the prize given to the top team of each season or tournament. Initially, each player can only learn certain techniques, but by learning certain key techniques, a player can increase the number of techniques available to him. The required key techniques vary by player. Each time a player learns a key technique, he gains access to a broader range of techniques. Alright, now game modes. This is an important one. 10 games are played during a league season, with the winner determined by total points. 3 points are awarded for a winner, 1 point for a tie. You can press triangle to forfeit a game, but only when your team is losing. Tournaments span 2 to 3 matches. There are no draws, so a match ending with tied scores goes into overtime. You can press triangle to forfeit a game, but only when your team is losing. Exhibition. Games are for practice. No experience points are awarded for players, but you can copy techniques. Press triangle at any time to forfeit the game. Okay, so that's pretty self-explanatory. That is the end of the tutorial. Now we need to think about what we are going to want to do here. Are we going to want to play league or tournament? Exhibition, you know, we might play that just to get some new techniques, but so league gives us tournament gives us attack reels, echo screens, venom pass 2, and top scores gets ether. And then your league gives you a return spear, elixir, regenerate, and gamble. So, if I'm not mistaken, the league was the shorter one, I believe. Or was that the longer one? I don't remember now. think it was the longer one. You know what? Let's go back to tutorial real quick just to double check which one was the longer one. Let's go to game modes again. 10 games are played during a league season. Okay, so league season is the long one. A tournament's just 2 to 3 matches. Okay, well, that's pretty self-explanatory then, huh? So I think we probably need to start off with a tournament. Kind of get, well, maybe we'll start off with an exhibition game to first game. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We'll do a tournament. A tournament, you know, we got 2 to 3 games. We'll do a tournament to start with, and then we'll go for there. So, as you guessed, we are wrapping up our first Blitzball episode, basically episode 0, because it's a tutorial. So next time we will start our tournament, which is going to be 2 to 3 games long. We might play a game an episode. It depends on how long it takes. But anyway, that's a wrap for this episode. I hope y'all guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And as always, happy gaming.